Wouldn't it be nice to start your summer days by rolling out of bed and pouring a cold cup of coffee from the fridge? The best cold brew coffee maker lets you do just that. But what device is actually the best one to use at home? And is it even worth it to make your own cold brew? We say yes. If you love cold brew coffee, or even iced coffee, it's absolutely worth it to make a cold brew concentrate to keep in the fridge, especially because a great cold brew coffee maker will only set you back the cost of about 10 trips to the coffee shop. In this video, we will discuss the top 5 best cold brew coffee maker in current market. So let's get started. Number 5. Bruer Grey Cold Drip Coffee System. Bruer Grey Cold Drip Coffee System, a pricey glass device, with an hourglass dripper modeled after a Kyoto-style brewer. The Bruer is best for coffee aficionados who think learning a complex new machine is thrilling and want the absolute best cup of cold brew no matter the price. If you really want to learn a complicated yet artful way of brewing coffee, and can stand to wait 4 hours for a slow-dripped coffee produced in a handsome vessel, the Bruer Kyoto-style cold brew machine is a worthy investment. But we don't recommend it for those who want an easy way to make a great cold brew concentrate. Bruer Cold Drip System makes up to 20 fluid ounces of cold brew in as little as 4 hours. Set it up and let it go without the risk of over-extraction. Start brewing before bed or work. Number 4. Hario Mizudashi Cold Brew Coffee Pot. Hario is a beloved brand among baristas, and we were ready to fall in love with the Hario Mizudashi Cold Brew Coffee Pot all over again. This device has a sleek, simple design and a slim glass pitcher that fits in the refrigerator door. But right out of the box, we ran into trouble, as the instructions provided with both the 600ml and 1000ml brewers we ordered on Amazon were printed only in Japanese. We managed to find instructions on Hario's website, but only for the larger device. English instructions for the 600ml Hario Mizudashi are seemingly non-existent, but we did a little math and made it work. This was the only cold brew maker we tested that recommended a medium fine grind instead of coarse, and though the filter was made of an incredibly fine mesh material, there was still some sediment in our cup. Still, the coffee was smooth with a pleasant sweetness and acidity, but it was pretty weak. Unlike most cold brew coffee makers, the Hario Mizudashi doesn't actually produce a cold brew concentrate, it makes a cold brew coffee that's meant to be enjoyed black. The instructions recommend brewing for 8 hours in the fridge, and as we've noted, brewing in the fridge actually slows down extraction. Number 3. Takeya Deluxe Cold Brew Coffee Maker. This pitcher-style Takeya Deluxe Cold Brew Coffee Maker impressed us in many ways, but has yet to fully win our hearts. While it never made the best coffee, it consistently produced a thick, creamy cold brew with a good, balanced acidity. The Takeya makes a more concentrated cold brew than the Hario, though when used according to the instructions, it's nowhere near as concentrated as the cold brew from the OXO devices. We didn't love it when diluted with water and preferred dilution with milk. Still, the Takeya is a good option for someone who wants a pitcher-style device, and likes a strong, black iced coffee or a milky iced coffee that still has a solid coffee backbone to it. Like the Hario, the Takeya has a very simple design with just 2 main parts, a slim plastic pitcher and a tall filter basket insert. The Deluxe Cold Brew Coffee Maker is a durable BPA-free tri-tin pitcher with an airtight lid and non-slip silicone handle. It produces 4 servings of smooth cold brew with any type of coffee grounds, and is less acidic than traditional coffee brewing. Number 2. OXO Compact Cold Brew Coffee Maker. The OXO Compact Cold Brew Coffee Maker is OXO's space-saving answer to its popular, but much larger Good Grips Cold Brew Coffee Maker. We've long been big fans of the OXO machine, but even outside of cramped New York City kitchens, the original device took up way too much counter space. The compact version employs the same drip brewing method as its predecessor, and makes a cold brew that most closely resembles what we expect from a coffee shop. In fact, of all the machines we've tested, the OXO devices are the only ones that consistently produce true cafe-strength cold brew concentrates, whether brewed in the fridge or at room temperature. The instructions for the compact cold brew coffee maker allow for brewing on the countertop for 12 to 24 hours or in the fridge for 20 to 24 hours. Brewing coffee in the fridge slows extraction no matter what device you're using, but it affects the taste of the coffee too. While the OXO Compact still produced really strong concentrate after 24 hours in the refrigerator, the flavor of the coffee improved significantly when brewed for 18 hours on the countertop. OXO has engineered this device to be nearly foolproof. Both the reservoir and carafe have markers indicating how much coffee and water to use, so the only other gear you need is a coffee grinder. The high-quality glass carafe and cork stopper enhance the experience of pouring a morning cup too. Number 1. OXO Good Grips Cold Brew Coffee Maker. The highly rated original OXO Good Grips Cold Brew Coffee Maker almost took the top honor this year. There were some issues with a painfully slow drip and total yield, but in multiple rounds of testing in 2022, the carafe filled with the anticipated 24 ounces of cold brew concentrate in just under 10 minutes. The original OXO Good Grips Cold Brew Coffee Maker is pricier and slightly more complicated than the newer, more compact version. It's also really big for a personal device. It looks like something that belongs in a coffee shop, not on a residential countertop. Unlike the compact version, there is no cover for this device's rainmaker, so the reservoir isn't entirely protected from kitchen elements. And save for the handsome glass carafe, the whole setup is pretty unattractive too. This was the only cold brew maker we tested that recommended a medium fine grind instead of coarse, and though the filter was made of an incredibly fine mesh material, there was still some sediment in our cup. Still, the coffee was smooth with a pleasant sweetness and acidity, but it was pretty weak. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you liked this video and found some important information what you want.